Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is how to app on iOS. And today we're taking a look at Somara and Symphonic Cello by Kompose Audio for SoundBox by Modern Audio. Say that 8 times fast. Let's go. Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Jade and this is How to App on iOS, and I hope you're doing okay. Welcome everybody, doing good. Please sit back for the next, 40 minutes, something like that, whatever it takes to do this app and chill with me. First of all, I've got some things to say because I need to say these because they're very important. Our dear friend Pole Vault suffered a major heart attack yesterday. He's been on this show. I've interviewed him, and he's a big part of this community. And it was a bit touch and go, but he's out of surgery. He's on the mend. He's in recovery. So here's his YouTube channel, Pole Vault, at Dead Pole Vault. Go over there, go and click on a video, go and send him a message. Let him know you love him. Let him know that he's in your thoughts, and also Sunshine Archer, who is his partner. So please go and do that. Our thoughts are with Pole Vault at this time, and Sunshine, of course, because they are a major part of this community. And we hope they both get well. We hope Pole Vault gets through. And Sunshine, she's a trooper. They're both legends. They'll come through all good. But thoughts with her. Thanks, Thomas, for banging a link in there. There's Pole Vault's channel. Go and hit the subscribe. Give him a subscribe and let him know you love him and all that jazz. Ooh, yeah, let's say hello to everybody. We'll get into this show. Thomas Christ is here. Jamie Lynn, hello. Many Vibes sitting at the back of the class, wondering why my sushi tastes. Anyway, Leela, great show, Leela. Thanks for dumping folks over here. Costa's on the road. I'm heading out on the road after this to film Walk With Me. Bit of a change in plans, I think. Not going to tell you about him because Costa's on the road and I don't want him to accost me in public. Boom. That was a joke. Joe Glenn, hello. Good to see you, Joe. Thomas, banging links in there for super chat, super stickers. Become a patron. You can have a chance to win some apps, get your music mastered, and become a warrior. Award warrior for $1 a month. Jim Shannon, hello, welcome to you. Forest of the Wolf, g'day. Anyone else I see who I may have missed? I think I've got most of you here in the chat. If you're watching on a replay, hello to you as well. Always look behind me if there's a Greek there. Well, dude, I always look behind me if there's a Greek person behind me. That's just a given. Damn. Barry Glenn. Hello, Barry. All right, so... Don't we all look behind us when there's a Greek person behind us? Dear oh me. All right, so let's get into this. What am I talking about? I'll bounce into this too. And tomorrow on the show, we're taking a look at this. This thing's awesome. This dropped yesterday, Elastic OSC by Oliver Greshke. Yeah, so we're taking a look at this. You're not going to want to miss this one tomorrow. It's one of my favorite apps so far this year. This thing's a banger. I was playing with this app yesterday for about 3 hours, just having a blast making sounds. It's really good. So that is happening this week. Plus, finally, oh man, can I even find it? I don't think I can find it. We'll have a look, see if I can find it. We got coming up the day after. Finally, and I know Dave's probably watching in the background or on the replay. Moo by Studio 6+1. He's a regular here in our chat every day. He's a developer. This is a modular synth. We'll be taking a look at this week as well on the channel, live on the live stream. And of course, we've got a great interview coming up this week as well too with an Aussie, believe it or not. Miss Stephanie is coming on the show. She's going to talk about her music. She's an Australian artist. It's going to be a cool interview, I expect. And of course, wrapping up the week everybody's new favorite show. It is the 1 hour song challenge in the creative hour. And I will put up the 4 choices of music you guys get to choose to watch me try and make in 1 hour this Saturday. That is the way it rolls. Boom, that's everything that's coming up. Hello, Lawcat. What's going on? And I need to tell you this. So, SoundBox is the instrument that we're looking at. Ed Zielinski, g'day. I saw you there, Ed. So SoundBox is an amazing app. I've covered it heaps here on the channel. In the description below, there is a bunch of links. So there's a playlist with all of the SoundBox videos I've done, all the tutorials on SoundBox, all of the sound packs. There's a heap of sound packs I've covered here on this channel from various companies. So that's all in the description. Go and check on all that. You can get links to SoundBox. I'll explain how SoundBox works. It's a free download. You can see here it's free. It only works on iPad, but it has in-app purchases. And once you buy, you've got a free sound pack. There's a bunch of free stuff you can grab around as well too. There's a free demo in here. But once you pay for one of these, right? So it's one of these in-app purchases, Cosmo, Chromium, Vox Motive or Morphia. This will unlock all of the features of SoundBox. Until then, you just are able to play around with sounds and stuff, but you can't really get in and edit them. So that's the way SoundBox rolls. Also, we've got to take a look at Kompose Audio. So this is where you get the sound packs. I've covered every one of their sound packs here for SoundBox. So all of these I've covered in previous videos. They're all in that playlist down below. So, and now they've been releasing a whole bunch of bundles too. So if you're after string bundles, orchestral bundles, they've got some savings here. $28 for the string bundle, $55 for the orchestral bundle. So a bit of a saving there. And Audio Mod updated a lot of new features and fixes in the last couple of months too. Indeed, that is true. Glacium, Umbrus, Adrift, I've covered all of these. Cadence, Choir, Rise, Fusion. The 2 Fusions, so you can get those in a bundle as well here for $28. The 2 Fusion apps. There's an everything bundle here, right, which has a whole bunch of SoundBox stuff but no contact stuff. So this is normally worth $300. You can get it for $240, but these are pretty cheap overall as originals. So today's packs we're looking at, Somara. So this is an ambient soundscape instrument. It's got essentially 2 sounds in it, yeah, but 2 variations of those sounds. And symphonic cello has cello sounds, which you will see here. Keeps telling me you're in the wrong country. I know I'm in Australia, but this is America. So, so a whole bunch of different cello sounds here. Yes, spiccatos, sardinos, pizzicatos, all of them, sustains, tremolos, they're all in here. We'll go through all the sounds. And this pack here is $17 US for the symphonic, and the Samara, which is a ambient pack, is USD $6. Pretty cheap. Yeah. All right. Hi, Brad. Brad Examples here. I got your message, but I fell asleep early last night, Brad, because I was sick, so I wasn't awake. All right, let's do it. Let's jump in. I got a little demo here. There it is. There's a whole bunch of things in here. Some of these sounds. Let's hit play. Oh, shut up. Let's ouch. so really, really, really nice symphonic sounds. These two packs actually go together really, really well. So I was really surprised with that they go together well. I'll just save this project and let's open up some individual tracks here. We'll clear this out. Man, I'm hoping it's going to be warm today because I am heading out to film Walk With Me. I was heading on a bike ride, but I'm changing the plans. So there's that. So we're going to load up SoundBox. And we're going to attach straight away. Before we do anything else, we want to attach my keyboard. Yeah, so we've got an Arturia key step that's attached. All good. How do you install these things? Firstly, let's go through that. So if we come over here to SoundBox, we purchase our pack, add to cart, pay for it, do all the bizzo. What will happen is it will download into wherever you ask it to. So if you download it on your iPad or on your computer, this depends. Because this, remember, these work on desktop and Mac as well for the SoundBox app. These are not just iOS, yeah? So just keep that in mind. So once you download it, you'll be given a zip file. Here it is here, Symphonic and Samara. You need to click on it. It'll unzip and create these folders here. And this is the file you're looking for. It's called symphonicello.sb pack. Yeah, so this is the things you'll need to import. How do you import them? Let me show you. Hey, Felcro, what's going on? Let me get back over here. So down here is where your user sounds are. We've covered this in if you want to go back and watch the tutorial for SoundBox, there is a full tutorial and an update and all that kind of stuff. Pete Johns is in the house. G'day. So there's a little import button up here. We hit import. It opens up the Files app. There's Samara, so you would go and find it on your iPad. Mine's on an external hard drive. Somewhere. Find the folder. There it is, Samara. And there's the file. You would just click on this file and it will install. And there you will find it here. So all you got to do is click on the sound packs and you will see what is inside them on the side here. So we'll start with Samara because it is a soundscape. As I said, there's 2 patches, but there's 4. You can see 4 patches, but what they've done with these soundscapes, hey, Studio 6+1, you missed the announcement at the start of the show. Let me help you out here. Not that one. We don't want that one. Because guess what? Oh, come over here. Now I've got to find it again. This is happening live on the stream this week. On Wednesday, US, UK time. There you go. Just so you know it's happening live. Let's come over here. All right. Are we back? We're relaxed. Here we are. So there are 2 packs in here, but there's 4 preset packs. Now, what Kompose have been doing with their preset packs is they've been adding a 432 Hertz version of the one above. So for all those people out there who are all of the opinion that, you know, frequencies make water move and they go and they affect you and all this stuff, have at it because you've got a 432 Hertz version and a 444 Hertz version. There you go. So let's run through them. To select one of them, double tap, and your keys should match up with playing. Remember, this is Soundscapes. So, of course, really, really good for pads underneath, things to thicken things up. Really nice soundscapey stuff there. But let's hear the difference. I'm going to hold down. We're just going to add for a second here the the onboard keyboard. Let's do that. Oops. We'll try that again. We'll bring this keyboard up here. And I'm just going to hold down a note and let it play. And then we'll bounce to the next version, the 432 Hertz version. So you should be able to hear that change there between the two. It's very subtle, of course. Wow, that's a beautiful soundscape right there. It's got a whole lot of movement going on, and you can see this with SoundBox. You've got the ability to add movement to this with your modulation. You've got ARPs, all this kind of stuff. Hey, Jeremy. It's just a beautiful evolving pad. Well, Pete, take one of your songs. You want to hear it for real, Pete? Take one of your songs that you've mixed in DAW and change the entire song to 432 and watch what happens to your song, and then you'll hear what's going on. It'll sound fucking strange. So yeah, you want to set your hertz before. Don't do it midway through a song. And look, I'm just holding down one note here on the keyboard. This is just one note doing its thing. And this will just evolve and evolve and evolve and keep evolving. That's what's a beautiful thing about these wonderful soundscapes. Because I've heard a lot of people say, oh, there's only 2 sounds in it. It's like, no, there's so much more. These are evolving sounds with multiple soundscapes in it. You can see each of these presets has a different patch in it, and they're all playing here. All right. G minor, yeah. What's going on, G mate? All right, let's move to our next one, because the next sound's a little bit different than this. So beautiful evolving sound there. Let's lock this one in. Again, evolving. Let's add another C in here. Listen to the tail of that. Beautiful stuff. So again, this one comes in the 432 Hertz version as well. So a little bit different than the previous soundscape. This one's going to die out over time, but you can hear in that background, you've got that tail of that noise that's going on there as well too. Now you can turn these off. The cool thing about this, you can see all 4 of these are actually turned on. Let's turn them off so you can hear exactly what's happening here. Let's just do this. So this is one of the sounds we've got going on. This is the other sound. This is the 3rd sound in this patch. So it's kind of a lead sound in there. And the 4th sound is this mosquito-y. Bring them all together. mean, and what is one of the sick things about SoundBox is you don't have to abide by these. Whenever you get a sound pack, you get all these individual sounds in here that you can just scroll through and add in. What have we got? Plasma Breeze. Let's throw that in here. And you can mix and match to whatever you want. Let's scroll and find something else. Some strings. Pretty fucking beautiful, yeah. It's a nice pack. All right, let's jump over to our cello. I'm just going to hide this keyboard. Let's have a look. So we've got our cello pack here. Quite a few more sounds in here. We'll start off with the cello martel. So these are stabs, as you can see the way I'm playing them. There's a nice bit of reverb on there. Remember, you've got access to all the effects here. That you can add more in here. You can come in and add effects if you want. We can add like a filter, a chorus. On layer 2, we could add... I don't know, what do we add? Well, I'd look for like a reverb chorus. What do we got? We've got noise, reverb. There's a reverb. So these, the way these work, they affect the instrument that is directly underneath them, yeah? So there's these 4 columns. Justine. Hello, Justine. Good to see you. So nice sounds already. First one, we got some arps in here as well. So arps, arpeggiators, all you need to do is hold down a note. Pretty decent, huh? I like it. So that's the amazing thing about SoundBox. You can come in here and create actual playing and articulation and stuff using the modulation, the arpeggiator. You can do some pretty incredible stuff. This is only the second sound. Or was that, where are we? Second sound. Let's load our third one. They can be played in chords. Nice. Sounds really good, huh? So for those of you who struggle with understanding articulation and stuff like that for writing classical music, this could really help. So this is our third one. There you go, Forest, lower octave. Look, all the symphonic sounds that you can get, all the different packs that you can get in SoundBox for orchestral stuff are all absolute mint. There's a heap of them. So we've got this one here, which is a symphonic cello from Kompose. What did we do a few weeks ago? They had their symphonic viola. There it is, symphonic viola. Plus, if we go down, let me lift this up a bit here. If we go down, some of the original ones, we've got Floating Ensemble from Cinematic Alpha. Yeah? Is that Cinematic? Get it right. Where am I? So we've got those. We've got some cine pads, stuff like that. So there's a whole bunch of really good cinematic stuff. Let's come back to our cello. So just a simple sustain. So we're still on a low octave. Dan Anderson. Oh, what's going on, Dan? Again, what makes this really, really beautiful is these 4 different sounds we have turned on in here. So they all do a different thing. Listen. Let me, we'll just leave this one on. Now let's bring in the second one. Now the third. And the fourth. And what makes it beautiful is there's a whole lot of different harmonics going on in all 4 of them. Nice. Cello, sul, tust, sustain. Well, thank you, Dan. You are a fucking legend. I watch you most mornings when I get up while I'm getting out of bed because you go live when I'm halfway through the middle of the night. Sort it out, Dan. All right, let's check out this sustain 2. If I can press it. Oh, much, much thicker and darker tone. So we've got a cello sustain here. So it's got more of a, I don't know, I like to call it a rubber bandy kind of string tone. I don't know why I call it that. Just feels like it. Sustain 2. And yes, how far have I gone? Have I missed a bunch? I think I've missed a bunch here. I have. Well, to go with this one, pizzicato. Beautiful. Sordino spiccato. Another one. And we got a cello spiccato. Every time I think of spiccato, I just think of cartoons. Always think of cartoons. We've got a couple more arps here for the spiccato. So just holding down 2 notes. Beautiful. So there was a low for you, Forrest. Come back up. Up 3. Actually, we're at a halfway point. So we're at a halfway point, so I've got to run an ad. Let's do the ad now. Thanks for being here with us today. Boom. The ad has been run, and you may or may not get served an ad. You can avoid the ad by just skipping the ad or becoming a YouTube Premium subscriber. Boom. Just to let you know, too, while we're here in the ad, some people may have got an ad. This week's shows tomorrow. We're taking a look at this. Make sure you're here for this. It's a killer synth. It's really, really cool. Hi, Nicholas. What's going on? It's great entertainment. Could do this type of stuff for hours. To use Reason and FL Studio years ago, wouldn't have a clue these days. Well, we live in the future. Absolutely. We have so much great stuff. So let's go on. We got a sustain here. Really nice sounds, huh? What was this thing? It was like $16 or something. I can't remember how much it was. How much was it? $17 US. It's ridiculous. You don't get something like that on your, you know, for a lot of these sounds, you're going to be spending up around $100. It's ridiculous. Yes, absolutely, Thomas. SoundBox is available for desktop and Mac, so you can use it in all these things, FL Studio, all that stuff. Nice. Do I already go through these? God, such nice sounds. I'm going to skip to this tremolo one because I think we covered all those. This is the tremolo. So, really, really beautiful sounds. You can't deny it. Really, really nice if this is what you're looking for. And again, like I said, this works on iOS, so iPad only. Make sure you got that in your head. It is a free download, SoundBox, free to download. There's a bunch of free patches you can find around and put them in there. But until you pay for an in-app purchase within the app, then you won't be able to go in and do things like, change all the modulation and save packs and do all that kind of stuff, yeah? So you've got so many options. Go back and watch my full SoundBox demo on how to use the app. And even within SoundBox, they have their own packs, Like I said at the start of the show, you can see here. There's 4 packs available. Cosmo, Chromium, Vox Motive, and Morphia. And just so you know how good some of the packs are, just from within SoundBox. Where's that baby? This Mox Votive. I mean, these were the first sounds we got on this, and I was blown the fuck away. This is a vocal patch, and just... Such a wide variety of packs that are available here in SoundBox. Not only these fantastic ones from Kompose Audio, so you've got a whole bunch from, we've got, here we go, Kompose Audio. Why are these not changing for me? Something's not working. There we go. Lumen, CinePads from Cinematic Alpha. So there's a whole lot of amazing sound packs. They're all covered. They're all in my in the playlist in the description below, and you should be good from there. Shall we try and make something quickly with this thing, and then we'll get out of here, huh? I'm going to try. We've got a few minutes. I'm going to create a MIDI channel here. Let's just go. I'm going to load a SoundBox, and let's just create a soundscape with the first one. Boom. Come in here, Samara. We use this one. Select. I'm going to lock the keys in, use the external keyboard here. And just lock it. So we'll do a C. There we go, got a bit of sculptor underneath it just to give it a bit of even more variation. So I'm going to use Bounce Bud to generate some random stuff. And something I like to do with Bounce Bud is come into each of these sections here in the settings and change this to about half. Awesome stuff. Kompose Audio for SoundBox. They're both very, very cool apps. Let's bounce back over here. Cello. Symphonic Cello, $17. Somara, $6 USD. Available for SoundBoxaroo by Audio Modern. All the links are in the description and all that jazz. There's SoundBox right there. On your PC, Mac, and your iPads. It's just a great, great, great instrument with hopefully so many more sound packs to come. All right, we're out of here. That's it for today. I'm off to go and film Walk With Me. Very exciting. This week we're going to have a little bit of culture. You're after some culture in your Walk With Me episodes? Well, this week you're getting some culture. A fuckload of culture. There you go. Do things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together. Stay awake, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Elastic OSC. Pete John's up next. I'll dump you over there. Let's Oge, baby.